One of the oldest tricks in the books, boys. Put your beanie on the defrost. You're gonna have a warm noggin. Ooh, very nice. It is about 25, 26 degrees out. It's a cold one, boys. We're still gonna try to catch fish because, well, that's what we do. Currently waiting on my buddy Bradley to show up. We are going to get out there on that lake in his boat, and we're gonna try to catch a fish. Honestly, today, my goal, one fish. Between the two of us, if we can catch one fish, I'm a happy guy. We've got a couple hours to do it. I think we'll make something happen. All I have with me is this fanny pack and this spinning rod. We're trying to catch bass today, but I'm kind of open to whatever else wants to bite, but I've only got limited gear, so hopefully I packed something that can catch a fish. That's a look right there, boys. That's a look. Okay, you're probably wondering what I packed in my fanny pack for winter fishing. Well, I've only got a few things in here. I've got a couple of blade baits. I've got a spy bait. I've never actually caught a fish on a spy bait. I've never even tried one. I've got some Ned Rig stuff, obviously. Some drop shot stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's about it. I have one jerk bait, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick primarily to the blade bait solely because I want to build up some confidence in them. I don't have any confidence in them, and Bradley does. So hopefully he can teach us a few things about blade baiting. I've never met him in real life. I just know him from Instagram. Oh, it's a weird world we live in, but I like it. Look at that. He's repping. All right, let's dump this puppy in. Let's catch some fish, buddy. Oh my gosh, it's not warm, and it's also very windy, so that's good. I'm gonna rig this puppy up, and then he's gonna teach me how to fish it. It looks good. I gotta imagine there's a handful of bluegill in here. Oh yeah. All right, today's goal is very simple. Catch at least one fish between the two of us. And also, I'd like to learn a few things about blade baits because I don't know a ton about them. Coming from Kansas originally, I never threw anything like this, but this is a very popular winter bait here up in Michigan. And so I'm excited to give it a shot. Now, we're gonna be fishing around 25, 30 foot of water a lot today. So this is a 3/8 ounce and we've got it rigged up on a spinning rod. So it's gonna be pretty darn easy to get down to the bottom. Oh, looky there, there's ice up in the shallows. Well, I'll be. Oh, I love it. Welcome to winter. Also, so there's two beers down there. You can't see them right now, but whenever we catch a fish, we're gonna crack into those. If we don't catch a fish, we're gonna crack into them anyways. I am now fishing with a casting rod because I had a major wind knot issue with my braid and it is now out of commission. So shout out to Blade Bait Brad for letting me use his Shimano X Pride. I have to go to my confidence. I don't want to learn about blade baits anymore. I'm tired. Well, well, well. My friends. It's beer time! It is. What is this? Pike? Yeah. It's a pike on a Ned Rig! Yes, sir! Boom! Yes! We get a crack into a brewski. We get a brewski. So I wasn't recording at the time, but I started running the trolling motor because I just wanted to fish a Ned Rig straight into the wind. But I was just kind of dead drifting it along the weed line and this guy chomped it. I'm using Brad's rod, so technically this is his fish. All right, what a beaut. Hi, little man. Thank you for the help there. Man, this air temp is so cold, my battery keeps dying on my GoPro and it's got like 100% life in it. So we're just dealing with all sorts of mess today. My friends, I'm freezing my fingertips off and I feel like I didn't show that pike very well, but it's because he was just completely gobbling down my Ned Rig and I was trying to get him back in the water quick because it's freezing out here. I don't want him to freeze into an ice cube. And my hands now have touched a slime pickle and so they're freezing. But essentially, let me walk you through what I did here. So I'm facing the wind right now. It's windy today, it's cold. And there's a weed line right here, and I just was dead sticking a 3/32 ounce fire red mule jig with a perch colored finesse TRD. One of my favorite colors of Ned Rigs. So we're just gonna try that again, see if we can't find a bass, maybe a pike, whatever. Peanut butter porter. Oh my God, that tastes so good. I don't even care that it's cold and I'm also cold. Maybe it's a double negative. If you're freezing cold and you drink a cold beer, you actually warm up. Correct. Folks, I'm freezing and my camera keeps dying because the cold is literally like making my GoPro have some sort of freak out session. But I tell you what, I'm not that mad. I'm not that sad. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm still having a good time is what I'm trying to say out here. And the reason why is because I caught a pike. And honestly, it's a bonus fish. I wouldn't have actually expected to catch a whole lot today. I was hoping for one fish. So we technically have accomplished a goal. Now, what I'd like to see is that man right there, Blade Bait Brad. I'd like to see him catch a bass or a pike or a perch or whatever, quite frankly. And then I'm gonna keep throwing that Ned Rig and see what happens. You know, I feel like all I'm doing out here really is just torching gear. My GoPro batteries are dying. I put my reel out of commission because of a wind knot in the braid. Now I just put a wind knot or two in his reel, so I feel like I owe him a spool of braid. Okay, so I'm gonna cast that Ned Rig around a little bit more and hopefully we can catch another fish or two. No matter what, we can at least say we've been out here trying, and most people cannot say that because it's freezing. And most people are sitting around on their butts by a fire. Honestly, I kind of wish I was sitting on my butt by a fire right now. It kind of sounds pretty good. I don't know if I'm judging those people at all. Yeah, I kind of just had a realization that we're the crazy ones. But hey, you know, sometimes you got to do crazy things. I've lost my mind, Brad. My brain is frozen. Give us your #1 blade bait tip.
#1 blade bait tip. I would say it's identical to you with the Ned Rig. Don't overwork it. If you go out, I mean, obviously just like everything else, same with the Ned Rig. If some days your normal isn't working, then give it a little extra rip. Give it, you know, maybe a double rip up. But it's as simple as reel down, and once you're tight, that much. You feel, and then let it sit. Because if you start getting it too high with this cold water, they will not come up and get it. It's too much movement. It freaks them out. So if you get a couple nice tight wobbles close to the bottom, let it hit dirt. Next time you lift up, bada boom.
And it was just like, there's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wonder if that's gonna be another pike. I think that's another pike. I think. Oh, it's dogging me. It's dogging me now. I just realized how heavy it is. Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh no, it's a, holy smokes. Buddy, what the heck? Dude, no, don't get him. No.
I didn't know he came up.
Dude, I know. Oh, I high sticked him and I took all the pressure off. No, that was a huge walleye, dude. A freaking, like, what was that, 2 feet long?
That was a big walleye.
That was a 24, 25-inch walleye. Oh my God, no. Oh, shoot. That was my fault. I high sticked my rod. And to be fair, this rod's a little stout for what I'm doing. And when I high stick him and took the pressure off, it just was not the right situation and it just popped right out. It is what it is. But I literally just lost probably what would have been the biggest walleye I would have ever caught. What I should have done is I should have brought him to the back of the boat, but instead I kind of high sticked him, tried to get him close to me, and I figured you'd come scoop him. But what I should have done is just brought him to you. Because this long rod, I could have just brought him to the back of the boat right to you. 4-inch tube will catch plenty of big, small. There's one. Yes.
I love watching.
Did you see that line?
I did.
Oh, it's a pikey. It's a pikey. It's the dinky one. Oh, do you not care if he's on the carpet?
I care less.
You don't care? Okay.
Nope.
Little slime pickle on the carpet. Man, this one's a pretty one though. Okay.
Especially the little guys.
Ah! Give me my jig back. Ah! Thank you. Okay, look at this. Now he's just holding on to it. Look at this. Nom, 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 nom. Look at it. He's pretty though. I love the colors. See you, bud. Yeah, we better fish just a few more minutes before we call her. Well, I appreciate you letting me use this rod because without using this rod, I would have probably never caught a fish.
Oh man, I thought I was just about to put the meat and beans and potatoes to one of them.
Please do. Would you please put the meat, bean, and potatoes to them? The meat, the beans, and the potatoes? Not just the meat and potatoes? It's like you put beans in the mix too? So a hard hook set with Brad. Now folks, we just learned something today, very important. A hard hook set with Brad is I about put the meat, beans, and potatoes to him. Not the meat and potatoes. The meat, you got to throw the beans in there.
Gotta get the carbs in there.
To be fair, I do love beans. Beans are good.
I'm black and pinto, baby, all day.
What about just like a Bush's barbecue bean?
I do like a Bush's barbecue bean, man.
Can't go wrong, man.
Yep, I do.
I love beans. I'm a huge beans guy, so I'm gonna start giving the beans to him on my hook sets.
Rip one more out in the middle.
There's a fish. That was a weird bite. I don't know what this is. A lot of head shakes. A lot of head shakes.
Panfish maybe?
No, it's not a panfish. Oh,
Another little pike.
pickle! Woohoo! Yippee! Boom shakalaka, just another little dink. Gotcha. I just like that. I just like those colors. The black dots on their sides. It's a beauty. Nothing big, but man, anything that puts up a fight this time of year is good by me. I like it. I am cold. Boys, I actually caught more fish than I would have ever expected. What did I catch? 3 or 4 pike and
3 pike, 1 walleye.
Should have caught a walleye.
No, we caught the walleye.
I should have caught a walleye. I didn't catch a walleye.
The tip of the net touched it. We caught the walleye.
So close. This close to catching the biggest walleye of my life. But I tell you what, we had a blast out here, man. I'm freezing. I'm gonna get back to my car, warm up a little bit. Shout out to this man right here. I can't get my finger to point the right direction. There. Shout out to Brad, man. He took me out in his boat on a cold day. He was willing to suffer the elements with me out here.
It was a party.
It was a party, dude.
It was a party.
How about one of these? Hey! Okay, folks, I am driving back. It is toasty warm in here and I'm feeling great. Huge shout out to Brad. Thank you for taking me fishing. Had a great time out there, man. It was really nice to shoot the breeze, catch some fish, and, you know, freeze our fingers off together. I guess really the moral of today's story is the fact that, you know, even when it's cold and crappy weather, you can still catch fish. You just have to be willing to get out there and suffer a little bit. Okay, I'm rambling, and I think my brain is still trying to thaw out, so it's not quite working. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.